so exciting.
Yeah.
It was such a good feeling to finally share the pilot. We've been, we started working on it over a year ago and have just kind of silently been waiting to share it with everyone, so that was really exciting.
It was great to see it with an audience. I've seen it at home alone, on a laptop, and have it on a big screen and see how people, took it in, which I thought it was a great response. Very exciting.
Why do you think this festival was a good place for the world premiere?
Because it's a world festival. It's a real international festival. It's an international show, and I think it was important that we establish it as a global show, because we're going to be in 140 plus markets when we premiere, and so we wanted to make sure that a place like this is perfect for it, because it's going to be in all the markets of the world.
What was the shoot like? Was there a particular day you can remember that really stands out in your mind, perhaps, Dina?
Yes, actually. A lot of the shoot for me was with two of the girls who play my daughters, and we had a lot of scenes out in the desert, in the elements, and there was one day in particular where, I'm not going to say too much, but we get attacked, and I remember just watching the girls, who are incredible actresses, and that day is seared in my brain. I was just so blown away by them, and I love them so much dearly as people, and to see them, I got to see them grow throughout the process, and to see that day was just such a marker for just how incredibly gifted they were. So that to me stands out.
I don't have one day. Because it was the whole shoot was just an amazing shoot, because we traveled around the world, from Montreal to Marrakesh to Paris, to Washington, D.C. So the whole journey, the greatest regret I have is not keeping a journal. I'm going to keep one this year. Also, the actors that I met from around the world were just absolutely fantastic, and to know that I was a part of a world community, which was great, and then to discover, the greatest discovery of the show is Dina. She is one of the most. She is the highlight of the series. One of the best portrayals of an Arab woman ever. Full-throated support and love for what she's done, and now because of that, because people have recognized that, there's development of Kulthum, a story about one of the great singers of the world, and she's going to be wonderful when she plays that role, and hopefully that develops, and it's all because of the portrayal of this woman in Jack Ryan.
Thank you. That is so generous and kind of you. I mean, for that kind of endorsement to come from Wendell is so meaningful to me. And yes, there's this idea that I had that we spoke about in Morocco. We had a 4-hour drive or something from Marrakesh to Rabat. And Wendell was like, what do you want to play? What other roles do you want to play? And I was telling him how Kulthum, who's this, our greatest diva in the Arab world, is a dream role for me. And so I've been developing that and trying to make that my next thing. And Wendell's been such a support.
It's going to be great, I'm telling you.
It's so kind of him. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Here at the festival, there's so many different actors from so many different domains. Did you get a chance to meet some old friends, perhaps people you worked with before last night?
I absolutely did. I was walking through and I just heard Wendell, and I realized Esapeth Murkison and Coleman. What's Coleman's last name?
Domingo.
Domingo, right?
So
Coleman
great.
Domingo and John Seda. So it was great to see all of those people. I've worked with. I worked on Broadway. My first Broadway show with Esapeth, I did piano lesson. John Seda and I did Treme and Chicago PD, and Coleman and I did Selma, the film, and so I've been doing that. And Mariska Hargitay, the Golden Nymph, we go back to. I remember I told her the last time I saw her we were having a conversation, and she said, "I think I'm going to do ER." That's how far back we go, you know. And so it's really great in an international festival like this. And then I also met two actors today from a show that's shot here in the northern part of France, Captain Mystery, I think, or Captain something. It starts with Captain. So an international festival is a great place to meet actors from around the world. And that's the thing that I loved about Jack Ryan, that I met so many actors and worked with actors from around the world.
That connection to actors around the world is such a special thing.
Yeah.
It's really, even running into actors here that I haven't met, but that I recognize and respect, and Mariska, especially, oh my God, she's such an incredible woman. It's such a special thing to meet outside of your home in a festival that brings you together. It's really wonderful. I find that really
Because sometimes
wonderful.
you're working in the silo and you're thinking, you know, you're there on the set and you just do your work and you forget that there's a whole community out there. And
Yeah.
festivals like this remind you.
Yeah.